Soldiers of Sparta, warriors of the purest race, sons of a nation forged in the heat of battle and the honor of sacrifice, listen to me well. What I am going to say today is not only to strengthen your bodies for the coming fight, but to fill your hearts with what is most important to a Spartan: fidelity. Today I will speak about the importance of being faithful. Faithful not only to what we can see with our eyes, but also to what guides our hearts and spirits. Being faithful, my brothers, is what distinguishes us from ordinary men. Fidelity is the foundation on which we build our honor, our strength, and our identity. Without fidelity, we are nothing. Without fidelity, our physical strength is empty, our achievements are hollow, and our lives are meaningless. Fidelity begins at a fundamental point, which is above all of us, the higher power. Call it destiny, gods, or something greater than ourselves. It doesn't matter what name it is. What matters is that we recognize that there is something beyond what our eyes can see and our hands can touch. There is a force that guides us, that traces the path of our steps. A true Spartan warrior is faithful to this force. He knows that he is not alone, that his courage comes from a source that transcends his mortal body. To be faithful to the higher force is to trust in the path it shows us, even when the horizon is filled with the shadows of doubt. And how can we be faithful to this force, brothers? Through our conduct, through the honor with which we live. When we fight for what is just and noble, when we sacrifice our lives for something greater than ourselves, we honor this higher force. We Spartans never run away from our destiny because we know that it is guided by something greater. Let us always be faithful to this destiny. But fidelity does not stop there. Fidelity to the higher force must be anchored in fidelity to ourselves. Warriors, a man who is not faithful to himself is condemned to live in eternal conflict, to sink into uncertainty and weakness. Be true to who you are, to the values you carry in your heart, to that warrior who lives inside each one of you. Sparta is strong because each one of us is strong. But this strength comes from the ability to be true to who we truly are, to fight with authenticity, with conviction. A man who betrays himself is already defeated before he takes up his sword. Be true to your principles, to your inner truth. Do not live to please others or to conform to what they expect of you. Be yourself in the fullness of who you are. A warrior who knows and respects his own essence is unbeatable. He stands up with the confidence of someone who knows why he fights, knows why he lives, and, if necessary, knows why he will die. But it is not enough to be true to yourself. You must be true to your family. Your family is the bond that unites you to the past, to your roots. They are the ones who carry the blood that runs through your veins. Be true to those who came before you, to the parents who raised you, to the brothers who fight by your side, to the wives and children who wait for you at home. It is for them that you fight. Loyalty to family is what gives us the strength to move forward when all seems lost, when death stares us in the face. Remember, we do not fight just for ourselves. We fight to protect our family legacy, to honor those who gave us life, and to ensure the future of those who will come after us. When you go into battle today, think of your parents, your wives, your children. Think of those who depend on you for their survival, and then fight with the ferocity of those who have everything to lose and everything to protect. Be true to your dreams. Each of you, at some point, has dreamed of glory, of conquests, of victories that would carry your name down in history. Do not abandon these dreams. Do not let yourself be overcome by the hardships of the road and the cruelty of war. Even when fatigue threatens to bend your spine, even when the pain seems unbearable, remember your dreams. These dreams are what keep us alive. They are what give us purpose. Faithfulness to your dreams is what will make them come true. Many men die without realizing their dreams, because they did not have the courage to be faithful to them. You, Spartans, are not those men. You are true warriors, and true warriors pursue their dreams with the same strength with which they wield their spears. But remember, my brothers, our dreams are not individual. They are intrinsically linked to the dreams of our people, to the greatness of Sparta. Be faithful to your people, to your land. Sparta is more than a city. Sparta is the sum total of all who came before us, of all who fought and died so that we could be here today. When you fight, when you stand up against the enemy, you do not fight just for yourselves. You fight for Sparta. Our loyalty to the Spartan people is what makes us an unbeatable force. We are one body. Each of you is a member of that body, and if one of you fails in your loyalty, the entire body suffers. Be loyal to your people, to your home. Fight for Sparta as if your very lives depended on it, because they do. The greatness of Sparta lies in the loyalty of its children, and the strength of Sparta comes from the unity of its warriors, all fighting for the same purpose. Finally, be faithful to the army of Sparta, to those who stand beside you shoulder to shoulder, ready to face death with you. Loyalty between brothers in arms is sacred. When you look at the man beside you, know that he trusts you as much as you trust him. Never betray that trust. What makes us invincible is not just our skill with the sword or the spear, but our ability to fight as one. A Spartan is never alone in battle, and his strength comes not just from his arms, but from the trust he has in the man beside him. Remember that when you are on the battlefield, your brothers depend on you, just as you depend on them. To be faithful to the army is to understand that victory is not individual. Victory is collective. There is no room for selfishness in Sparta. There is no room for betrayal. We are one. When one of us falls, we all feel the loss. And when one of us wins, we all feel the glory. So brothers, as we prepare for battle today, remember to be faithful. Faithful to the higher power that guides us, faithful to yourselves, faithful to your family, faithful to your dreams, faithful to your people, and most of all, faithful to the army that will fight alongside you. That faithfulness is what will lead us to victory. That faithfulness is what will make us immortal. May every blow you strike today be guided by honor and loyalty. May every step you take be firm in the knowledge that you are on the side of truth and justice. And when the sun sets, when the blood has been spilled, may we look at each other and know without a shadow of a doubt that we were faithful. Faithful to what matters, faithful to what makes us truly Spartan. Fight with everything you have, and fight with the knowledge that as long as we are faithful, we will be invincible. For victory, for honor, for Sparta. Forward, warriors, and may fidelity guide us to glory.